I believe we figure out something that people have not yet. Because when you know more, you can do more, right?
Yeah. Ignorance is just the absence of truth. I didn't know what the truth was.
Right.
You know, I didn't know what my truth was either. Like I stopped listening to music,
Yeah.
stopped watching TV shows. 2021 was me getting used to the change. 2022 was when I started to get the blessings, when I got my store.
You made money, you lost money, and it's an entrepreneur journey though.
Yeah.
Right, so what
journey.
money means to you right now?
Money makes you more of who you are.
You have your own business, a great course coming soon.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being a mentor or teacher?
I feel like that's what God wants me to do, and He's been
Right.
wanting me to do for a long time.
If you want to make a $1 million in 6 months from your business or what you do right now, what you think the quickest step that you can make to make it happen?
Put yourself out there. You can do the right thing today and be in front of millions of people tomorrow.
$1 billion table is where you educate yourself to do better. I believe business is life. So if you're already doing good in business, you will do good in life. But if you're not doing good in life, you can't ever do good in business. Everything is connected, and we are here to figure it out. I have my brother. He's a great leader, a great entrepreneur, a great friend, and a great brother. So listen, this is my brother Jacori in the house. So thank you so much,
What's
my brother,
up, man?
for showing up. Appreciate
yes,
you. Thank you for your
yes,
time,
sir.
man.
No problem. Hey,
The
bro,
greatest.
that intro was fire.
Appreciate
I like
you, man.
that.
Of
I like
course,
that.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
So you know the intention of this though, just to set it up, and this is the first time we set it up actually on camera. We're doing this to actually transfer knowledge through us and help youth or people who actually misleading to achieve more in their life, right?
100%.
Because I believe we figure out something that people have not yet, and there is always a way to get back, and I think this is a way to actually help people to do better, because when you know more, you can do more, right?
Yeah, it's a
so
fact.
that's the case. Brother, thank you again for coming here, man.
Yeah, 100%. I love to be here. It's a
course,
blessing,
man.
man.
Of
It's a
course,
blessing.
thank you
It's
so
been
much.
in the making for a while, you know, but everything is in divine timing.
Divine timing,
Yes, sir.
you know
Yes,
that.
sir.
You
Yes,
know
sir.
that.
Yes, sir.
So, man, let's get to it. How you introduce yourself?
My name is Jacori. I'm a young king from New Orleans. You can call me Jacori, you can call me Co, or Free Will Co. That's my handle on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Free Will is my movement. With will, anything is free, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, I've been knowing you for 5 years now, though, right? Little 5 years.
Yeah, about that.
Right? Yeah, man. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm watching you growing, bro. I'm watching you making these big moves and figure out making big decisions, and I really respect this, though. You know.
Yes, sir.
And I think a lot of people see what you're doing, you know, but they don't know, they don't know how to do it though, and they don't even know the details, right?
Yeah.
So basically, I feel like a lot of people, they see the glory, but they don't know the story. Like, they don't know how you
100%.
actually doing what you're doing. So what the story, man? Like how you grow up. I know New Orleans is a tough place too, right? So let's go back a little bit in the past and tell us a little bit
Yeah,
about.
for sure. It's definitely all about the story, man. But I wouldn't, you know, you look at New Orleans and you think maybe, you know, maybe everybody had a hard time, but I actually grew up with both of my parents.
Right, beautiful.
I grew up with both of my parents. You know, I got a lot from them, but at the end, I feel like always in my spirit, I always wanted more.
Right.
You know, even I got into a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of the wrong stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I sold drugs. I did a whole bunch of stupid stuff in the jail.
Right.
You know, and I never had that to do, right? But I was, I had the wrong environment.
Right.
You know, and so once I started getting the right examples, right? Because I was ignorant, you know, and people don't know that we're actually born into ignorance. You can't have wisdom, you know, without ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And ignorance is just the absence of truth. So I didn't know what the truth was.
Right.
You know, I didn't know what my truth was either.
Right.
Right. And my truth really is you can become whoever you want to be as long as you're willing to work for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even in high school, like you wouldn't expect me to be who I am right now.
Fact.
I literally changed myself. Like
Right.
I'm talking about from the mannerisms. Like I was
Right.
lame in school for
Right,
real.
right,
You know,
right.
I like people put that like I was the one sitting at the table. You know what I'm
Okay, okay.
saying? Probably by myself. You
Right.
know, and I had a few experiences. You know, closer to when I was getting out of high school, and I was like, man, I can change this.
Right.
Nobody's more worried about me than I am.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
You know, even
But how that? Because man, I just want to stop this
Yeah, for
because
sure.
I hear it's a crazy, man, and I think I appreciate you first to actually go back to that moments.
Yeah.
And I'm stopping because I was also that kid
Yeah.
in the school, right?
Yeah.
The short dude, right?
100%.
You know, that's always was people trying to actually make fun or make something that, you know, I wasn't even accepting that stuff in myself. So I was
100%.
actually being, let's say, my response was always anger and like tough, like I don't know, like I was like I mean I think I'm always have this mean side of me.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it was hard to forgive all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But one minute, of course, I'm really grateful to be able actually to do this. But how that's actually like what that's create in you, like what that's how you react to those stuff. to
Like
those
like
moments.
talking about like the
Yeah, in the school, how you react to all this moment? How do you
Yeah,
feel
so
about it?
it made me put up a defense mechanism, like you, like the anger. Like if I'm leading with that, then maybe they'll respect me, kind of thing, right? And it started with that, and it led me down a life of, you know, doing things that I wasn't supposed to do. I was just doing it because I felt like that's what I had to do to
That's what
survive
right.
socially. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And so once that led me down a whole bunch of a path of a whole bunch of stuff that
Right.
wasn't conducive to my good,
Mm-hmm.
you know, then that's when things started to change. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
overall, to answer your question, you know, I used it and I created a mask, a facade from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
If
just
that answers your question, does that answer your question?
So you didn't face it. It's just like
Yeah, I didn't face it at that time.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope.
And then after like, how was it growing up? Like, how was it like? You said you have both of your parents, right? That's a blessing. But how was it like? You know, growing up in New Orleans, working on finding yourself, figure out who you are. You know, how was that journey for you?
It was looking back at it, it looked like a tough one, but it was you know, I had to, because at home I had very loving parents, and I had for the most part I had security, and then I would go out to a world that didn't have security, right? And then the world that didn't have security, it looked cool. So I had to find a middle place in that, and that probably was one of the hardest things for me to have both sides, because I feel like both sides are needed. You need to know how to navigate through both worlds. Like I don't need to get gritty, but I can if I have to. But I'm always searching for love and security.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so with my mom and my dad, like that was, even though because my mom and my dad separated at some point, but I had that image.
Okay.
You know, and that's something that I long for, right?
Right.
That's why I have the relationship I have with my lady.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, I instill the things that I do at home, like principles and stuff like that, because I believe in it. You know, I believe in, you know, I don't believe in giving up. I believe in putting more time, more work in and growing and figuring out the solution. Right. A lot of people think that there's no solution. Like this, like, oh, I need to go. I need to leave. Or you can't have this here, or you can't have this there. You know, God made it to a, you know, there's always a way.
I think people are afraid to face their issue though.
Yeah.
They choose to quit so
that's 100%.
easy, and they think, I think they think it's the solution, but they know from inside they are running away because they have no power to face it.
Yeah.
And I did this one time, man. I think I did it multiple times until until I realized who I am.
Yeah.
And what tools do I have to face and use in my situation, right?
Yep.
And I think, but what the biggest challenge that you feel like you face in the journey of growing up in here?
I think the biggest challenge I faced was in my soul there was always a lonely feeling. You know, like feeling alone to where I felt like I had to do everything by myself. And maybe shutting people out, I let people in. And that stopped me from doing a lot. You know, I was always I always, it's crazy because I felt alone, but I didn't want to be that way. But I would choose to, like if there was people over there, I would literally come and sit over here because that was my identity.
Right.
So
you're the only child?
No, I'm the oldest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, right? So I went through everything first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you know, but I never felt like I had somebody to be like, hey, go this way. You know, and my dad, I love him, I respect him to that. You know, he gave me my work ethic, you know, but at the time he felt like, you know, we need to support him, saying we need to make sure the family good financially and stuff, and he did that, you know, but now it's time for me to take the next step.
Right.
You know, it's more than just the financials, you know what I'm saying? You got to be there mentally and physically.
Right.
But my biggest challenge, and still is kind of, removing that identity of the lone wolf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could do it by yourself. You got to do it. If you don't do it, then if you don't do it, what they say?
If you do it by you can't do it, you can't go fast by yourself.
Yeah.
And you can't go far with the team.
Right. That's one. Right. But there's also one that says to have it done right, you got to do it yourself.
Right.
That's not true either.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No way.
You know, now it's easier to do it that way.
Right.
Right. To always be present. Like, hey, I'm gonna take care of this.
Right.
But it's harder to teach.
Yeah, it's hard to trust people too sometimes, you know? Some people, like, they can't trust people. They can't trust, like, oh, he would do it or she would do it, right?
Yeah.
Like the way I want it. So just do it. They think it's not going to be done if they have not done it, right?
100%.
So, bro, but you're talking about change, like when you change yourself, right? You change who you are, you change the behaviors, you change. What type of change you did, man? Like how you figure out first that you need to change?
I think it was God just always.
If they don't know you, they can't pay you. Let's face it. And if you really want to elevate, if you want to get to the next level in your business, you need us. You need Let's Go Viral team, because we know exactly how to bring your business, your service, or your product to the right target audience. Listen, it's not about just try. It's about to do it, right? And we are so confident because we have done this to ourselves, to our company, and we are doing it for a lot of our clients, and we want to collaborate with you. Listen, this is something gonna work in 90 days. So if you're really ready, if you're hungry and you wanna elevate, we have the perfect team for you. Just go ahead and DM us. In the description, you will see the link for our website so we can set up a meeting and we can go viral. Let's go viral. Let's do it. Let's work.
I feel like at some point I feel like the consequences that I had for certain things, it wasn't, it was like huge consequences for little stuff, right? And then I feel like he was trying to tell me that, like I have so much I got so much for you, right? And our standard is so high that, you know, even though you know, whatever you're doing is small, right? You know, I have, like, you still on small stuff, right? And I need you to be on a higher level, right? And so
you're playing so safe, maybe.
Right, it was more like I wasn't, like, even with characteristic things, right? Like the way I would carry myself.
Okay.
And there was a time where I lied about something, right? And I felt like it was small, but it blew up, and I was embarrassed. But the lie to me was a small lie, right? And around that time, around 2020, when COVID was, I decided, okay, I need to work on my character. That's my biggest asset, right? You know, and nobody around me at the time had the character.
Okay.
Nobody had it, and then I tried it, right? I tried it at some point, and then the response that I got from it was crazy. Like it came full circle for me one time when I was on a call, right? I was installing some computers at a house. It was one of my mom's friends, right? And when I was done with the job, maybe a few days later, my mom called me and she was like, you know, I heard you did a job for such and such. She was praising your name. She was, you know, such and such and such. She was like, this man's well mannered. He's going places in life. But it was really just on how I carry myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I never got that call before.
Wow.
If she was calling me about something somebody said, it wasn't good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So I was like, man, that's huge.
Right.
You know, and my character, honestly, is that's my, if I feel like that with God will get me anywhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really powerful because a lot of people trying to change their situation of themselves.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like, bro, that's big time.
Yeah.
So figure out working on yourself. Like personally, I feel like I deal with a trauma, right? And also like even today I was like, I'm talking with Asia about like how the situation, like actually sometimes I feel like the situation repeating itself like in life. So I was telling her, I'm like, yo, like I wanna win, right? Because from my mind, from like what I'm, the conversation within is like you already have no option, bro. Like for me right now, where I'm at, I only want, like it's only one option. I have to win or go. Like there is no way I can't afford losing, right?
Yeah.
The family can't, my parents can't. It's just the time to win, right? So that's why I feel like God and like He already supporting this move, and I believe in getting stronger because it's just the must and the hunger within it, right? So how did you work on your mindset? Like working on your character is actually working on your emotion, right? It's working on your decisions, working on your habits, right? Working on how you're carrying yourself. You just said that. So how that steps, what you have done to actually create this new you in your life?
100%. I changed a small piece of my environment, and that was what I consumed.
Okay.
You know, everything that I consumed at that time when I made that decision, which was in 2020. Everything I consumed, like I stopped listening to music, stopped watching TV shows, and I started to consume a lot of things that I found people who looked like what I wanted to be, where I wanted to go, right? Right, and I started watching the Eric Thomas, the Zig Ziglars, you know what I'm saying? And I took things from them and I applied it.
Right.
You know, and that was one of the, and it's crazy because it was so small.
Right.
You know, from when you're looking at it from the scope of everything that can be changed.
Right.
You know, and I did that even in the environment that I was in.
Right.
I was still in an environment where people was watching TV shows and watching, listening to rap music.
Right.
You know, and stuff that was degrading. You know, and inside of that, I still put my headphones and I was listening to different stuff.
Right.
So I changed my frequency.
Right.
Once I changed my frequency, then a lot of different things started to come to me on my doorstep, right? You know, and that was one of the biggest things that I changed.
That's powerful.
And then I started to talk to God more.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
I talked to God more.
Facts.
And it's crazy. In that change, the next year, so I made that change in 2020. 2021 was me getting used to the change. 2022 is when I started to get the blessings, when I got my store in Metairie, right?
Yeah.
I got my store in Metairie. I asked God, I'm like, hey, this ain't working. I need a mentor.
Right.
L came in my life.
Got
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it was always uphill.
So
from
that's
there.
a great chapter, though. How was? So when we made, man, for me, it was crazy, bro. Because I'm like, man, the way we made and the divine timing we made, and it was like, you know, coming to the holiday season, right?
Yeah, it was holiday season.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
100%.
wow, bro. It was meaningful, though. I feel like it's really meaningful. So I was following up with you because I'm like the way I made with this dude is not like just for like selling something.
Yeah.
So how was, and I feel like I need your energy in my life because I appreciate everything happened in my life, man. So I know when I met you, some people think, he helping me, but to be honest, you helped me too. Like you helped me to understand because you are a reflection of me. I believe we attract, like any person that's around us is actually a reflection of us.
100%.
Right? Any situation is we actually earn or we have right now, it's a reflection of us. But again, a lot of people, they refuse to actually believe that, but the truth. So when I met you, I'm like, what is in this dude that I can see? What should I learn? And that was the journey. And learning together, bro, it was a blessing, bro. I appreciate your trust, man.
Yeah.
So how was like working together as a life coach? How was it?
It was amazing. You gave me what I needed the most, which was, it was a higher level of accountability. You know, like it was things that I felt like I couldn't change. That you was like, you need to change that. You know what I'm saying? You need to hop on that, right? And that was even because that was a time where I rebelled, you know, against you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I had what you were telling me. Everything around me was negating that.
Right.
But the truth was everything around me wasn't. I wasn't where I was supposed to be in the first place.
Right.
You know, and that can be hard, man. That can be hard when, you know, you're in an environment, and it's you feel like you're in the right place because you come from that. Like I'm at my mom's house, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my mom is telling me something, and you telling me something totally different.
Right.
Right. And so, my message to people, if you're in that environment, like leave first. Right. It could be wrong, the environment. It could be the right environment. But you will never know until you leave.
Fact.
And if you come back, then that's, you know, or if God leads you back there, right? Then you were supposed to be back there, right? You know, and so, like sometimes we're like, hey, I need to help my people.
Right.
You can never help somebody if you ain't help yourself first.
Facts.
Like go get it, and then bring it back.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And whatever was gonna happen in that time when you were gone was gonna happen anyway.
True. And this is what Jesus did, though.
Yeah.
Like this is what Jesus did. I think 100%. We all have to go back. Like even me right now when I talk to my family, bro. What I kind of bring to the table now is so much different from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So I think this is, as you said, is a must to get out of your your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And to do more than what you think you can do because life it's a hard place, man. Yeah. It's a tough place. So. I know that it's money made, right? You made money, you lost money, and it's an entrepreneur journey, though.
Yeah.
Right. So, what money means to you right now?
Money is a tool to me. Money means resources. Money means access.
Right.
And money means privilege. I feel like, so money means if you have a lot of money, you have a lot of privilege. But in order to have privilege, you need to be able to take responsibility. Right, so oftentimes I would look at that and be like, okay, what do I need to be responsible of in order for me to have a little bit more privilege?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it was a time where, you know, when I was doing stuff for money.
If they don't know you, they can't pay you. Let's face it. And if you really want to elevate, if you want to get to the next level in your business, you need us. You need Let's Go Viral team because we know exactly how to bring your business, your service, or your product to the right target audience. Listen, it's not about just try, it's about to do it, right? And we are so confident because we have done this to ourselves, to our company, and we are doing it for a lot of our clients, and we want to collaborate with you. Listen, this is something gonna work in 90 days. So if you're really ready, if you're hungry and you wanna elevate, we have the perfect team for you. Just go ahead and DM us. In the description, you will see the link for our website so we can set up a meeting and we can go viral. Let's go viral. Let's do it. Let's work. Okay.
You know, and I was still in the same place. I was still dealing with the same things.
Right.
You know, but it's crazy. You can have money. I'm not gonna go into that, but I will say, money makes you more of who you are.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
If I was in the club on the weekend, already,
I'm gonna go on Monday if I have more money.
If I get, it's cutting up. I'm getting a section and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but I can change and put myself in different situations without the money.
Right.
So that means that becoming somebody of higher caliber is better
Right.
than, you know, trying to get to that place with the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think, yeah, that's great, man, because I like Napoleon Hill, how he said it. It's money is not a bad thing. It's not a
Yeah.
good thing. Money is
100%.
energy, you know. It's
Yep.
just going to show you who you are, and it will do what you always do.
Yeah.
You know, it's not something going to change you. And that's true, brother.
Yeah.
So now, you know, you got to this point. You have, you know, your own business, a great course coming soon.
Yeah.
You will be
Yes,
able
sir.
to, now
God
you're not
did.
just an entrepreneur, now you are a teacher, right? You're mentoring people. You have all this knowledge, experience, and power packaged in one thing, right? And you want to bring it to the world. How that sounds to you? Like how you feel about being a mentor or teacher?
I'm excited about it. I have not one bit of nervousness about it because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's awesome.
You know, I feel like that's what God wants me to do, and He's been
Right.
wanting me to do for a long time.
Right.
You know, it's me putting myself in position so I can put other people in position.
Right.
You know, and that excites me. I just, you know, I had to give myself flowers a while back. Like, for me to come from where I come from, you know, mentally,
Right.
and for now be in a position where I can bless other people.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Talk to me nice,
Yeah,
bro.
that's crazy,
blessing.
bro. That's
And
crazy.
sponsor $1 billion table.
Yeah, 100%.
Talk to me,
I'll take care of it.
Listen,
Either way it
Doctor
goes.
Device.
Either way it goes.
Yo, the biggest laptop in the whole world. That fact. And we also got blessed with 15 Mask Bro. Listen, Doctor Device, and what I'm saying is my brother Jacori, he will help you, take care of you regardless what your issue with technology is. He got you. And I'm so excited because he's working on a big project right now. He becoming a teacher because he learned a lot. We all learn from our experience, but he want to give back, and he want to teach people how to start your phone business actually from your home, right? So you can make 10K plus a month just by you fixing phones, building relationships, and actually, you know, being able to be the one who gave, not just the one who take. And that's a great opportunity, man.
100%.
So, and I like this because I believe this is my first step to actually make the change, or let's say a big change in my life, right? I was just working for money. Then now, okay, I have to teach, because my mentor one time said, you get paid for what you do, then you get paid for what you know, then you get paid for who you are, right? So now it's time to get paid for what we know. It's not, you know, and it's on you though. It's on you how long you stuck in there. Like, people want to work and they want to get paid for what they do for life, right? So, and that's why I encourage you of what you're doing right now, because I think it's gonna put you in a different position, a different character though, different way you can carry yourself, different. I believe you meant for this, as you just said. That's a fact.
100%, man.
Man, so what if somebody right now wanna actually a breakthrough, right? They have maybe like a tough past, as we do have, right? And they want to manifest or do better for themselves, but you want to give them 5 steps, just 5 steps that you have for them, right? What the 5 steps that you can give them right now to make better?
First step is figure out what you want and what you want your life to look like. Second step is figure out where you are now and who you are. Figure out, third step is figure out what it will take to get to where you need to be. Figure out how to get daily inspiration and motivation, and surround yourself with people who are in the same field as you are. And then fifth step is give everything that you have to the goal and to where it is that you're going and where you want to be. And everything that you have, meaning blood, sweat, tears, like the thing that you would never give up, you're going to have to give that up.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's not worth that, then you need to change what your goal is. It has to be beyond meaningful to you. It has to be worth a life, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, and I know it's a lot of steps, but something that I had to learn was, on the beginning part of my life, I was doing stuff for me.
Right.
You know, to put me in a better place, to put me in a better place with God, and for me to give accolades and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no better honor than to be able to do that for other people, because in every purpose is serve. Is to serve.
That's true, bro.
In every purpose.
Yeah, man.
You know, so get you a piece of paper and write down everybody's life who you're gonna affect if you accomplish what you're gonna accomplish, and write down what will happen if you never accomplish your goal.
Right.
And look at that every day. And
don't be selfish, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's matter. And I appreciate that, man.
Yes,
because
sir.
what he said is actually, I like it because it's all about figure it out. A lot of people, they do too much and they get little. They always get too little, because it's not about doing too much. It's about being in the right frequency. You know, you don't. The universe doesn't reward you by your effort. It's reward you by your frequency. So the more you work on yourself and the more you figure out, actually, the more you will get and the more you will receive in life. And I appreciate this, man, because I think figure out all this, you know, before you make the big move and just put the action in, I think could be really helpful. And I mean, I'm somebody who actually jump in the water to learn how to swim, right? I haven't get the luxury of somebody to come and teach me, right? This is how you swim, this is how you get the first step in. And no, I'm like, that's how life looks like to me. I just have to jump and figure it out, see what's up. But to be able to figure it out before you go, I think this is smart, because I was so much time trying to do things that wasn't even working out, and it's not gonna work. So now for what's coming right now, you know, I know that you are actually helping business owner right now and with consultation, right? To if they have any challenge in their business or they need any help, you actually can do this help for them, right?
Yep.
So how they can reach you out, what they have to reach you out for, and how they can, you know.
Yeah, so right now you can connect with me on my socials. It's DrDevicePlus.com. That's the website. The social is Doctor Device Plus LLC. I'm actually partnered right now with iDapper Repairs, amazing #1 repair store in New Orleans. You can also reach me on Free Will Co on Instagram. If you have any questions, anything, I'll always be excited to help you. I know techs all around the world. I can get you connected with them. Some great guys, and you know, I see you at work.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, brother.
Yeah.
So what you want to say if you want to inspire somebody before we go?
You will never know who you truly are if you never try to change. You know what I'm saying? You know, always, you will always be who you are. You can always go back to who you are, you know, but you'll never know who you can be if you don't try to change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
One more thing. We have a challenge called $1 million in 6 months, right? And we're getting inspired now, bro, though. So if you want to make a $1 million in 6 months from your business or what you do right now, what you think the quickest step that you can make to make it happen?
Go live. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself out there. They're not gonna know. You know, we have social media. That's crazy, right? It's unbeatable.
Right.
It's unbeatable. You can do the right thing today and be in front of millions of people tomorrow. Not even tomorrow, in the next a couple of hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So figure out how to leverage the best tool in the world.
Right.
Figure out how to leverage it. Make an offer. Make a ton of offers. And that's what I would do. I would get my best offers in my business. I would do my best pitch.
Right.
And I would put it online on every site. You know, I would post it multiple times a day.
Right.
and you know, I'll make it happen that way.
God did.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
We appreciate you, my brother.
Mhm.
So
Yes, sir.
let me ask you this before we go. I know it's the last one for you.
Yeah, you're good.
So what wakes you up every day?
Challenges to be better. You know,
Right.
to be better than I was yesterday. It really moves me when I'm able to accomplish something, because in my soul there's always a huge fear before I accomplish something, no matter what it is. So it's bigger for me than maybe most people to actually do something that I felt like I was scared of doing in the first place.
Wow, that's powerful.
You know, so like this morning, like and when I'm feeling like I don't want to get up, I gotta do something challenging. Like this morning, I was feeling some type of way. I got up and went to Audubon Park, and it's been a while since I ran nonstop. I ran nonstop 4 miles.
Yes, sir.
Nonstop.
Yes, sir.
And now I feel like a beast.
That's you
I can do
are,
anything.
man. That's you
I
are,
can do
man.
anything. Yeah.
Crack. Bro, I'm proud of you,
Yes, sir.
and I'm grateful for you. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for this great friendship that we have and partnership that we have. And I know that where you're going is somewhere really great, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
keep
yeah.
going. We got your back, as you know.
Yeah. And I
Thank you a lot.
want to say also, man, I'm proud of you.
Come on,
man. I've seen in these last few years, I've seen tremendous change. I've seen
Appreciate
tremendous effort, and I've seen you been told no plenty of times, and you've never stopped. Man, where you're going is where you can only get, you know what I'm saying, from God's blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much,
You
bro.
can't pay
We
for it.
going,
It's priceless.
Man. We going,
Yeah,
man. This is
100%.
all this for us, bro.
100%.
And I appreciate God to actually give me this power because it's all through Him. And bro, this is all for you. We actually doing this to inspire you, to give you the blueprint that you need. I know information is power, but actually I believe applying the knowledge is more powerful than the knowledge, because you can't do nothing with knowledge, but apply it. When you apply it, because I believe when you know more, you can do more, and when you do more, you can become more, and so you have a better life for yourself and the people around you. And this is actually the real goal, is family, is to take care of people who are around us, people who we love, and grow with them. And remember, that's God first, and I will see you at the top. Thank you so much, man.